Welcome to Lesson 5, Solving and Graphing Inequalities. And this is page 9 in your inequalities packet. In order to graph an inequality, it must be solved first. This is very important. I can't just start solving and graphing and placing 13 on the line. I have to solve for x first. So when we solve first, we mean that the variable must be isolated by itself on one side. Once we've solved it, we can graph the solution. We cannot graph until we solve. So just a reminder, when graphing inequalities, when we have these symbols without the equal sign, we are graphing them with an open circle. So we're going to graph them with almost like a little hole. The number is not included. And when we include the little equal signs, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, it includes that number, so we used a closed circle. So we fill in the circle to indicate that the number is included in the solution. All right, so let's do a demonstration. This 1 through 4 are one-step solving. So we're going to build our wall on the inequality. We're going to notice that what operation is being used is we're adding 7. So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to subtract 7 on both sides. And that leaves us with x is greater than 6. And so now I'm going to build my line, but I'm going to start at 6, not 13. So I'm going to start with a couple numbers above 6, a couple numbers below 6, and then I have to decide whether it's an open circle or closed circle. Well, this inequality sign says these are the numbers that are greater than 6. It does not include 6. So I'm going to put a circle or a little hole around 6. And I need to choose numbers that are larger. So I think that 7 is larger than 6, and that's true. So I now know that I need to graph the inequality side that has 7 in it. So I'm going to darken in this side and include the arrow. I'm going to darken the arrow so it's very obvious this is the side all my numbers are on. So now let's try a two-step solve. Would you please go to our inequality number 5. Inequality number 5 is on page 10. So now we have a two-step solve because I have to undo 4 and undo 7 because we want to isolate x. So we're going to start this by building our wall, and I always start with the constant, the number that's being added or subtracted. And I see that we're subtracting 7, so we do the opposite. We add 7 to both sides. And that leaves 4x, because these cancel out. And that's less than or equal to 12. I'm going to continue solving now by dividing by 4 on both sides. And I have x is less than or equal to 3. Now we're ready to build the line. I'm going to start with 3, couple numbers above, couple numbers below, and now I'm going to look at my inequality sign, and I see it has an equal sign. So all of these numbers are less than 3, or it could equal 3. So that tells me that I want a closed dot, meaning that 3 is part of my solution, and I'm looking for the numbers that are less than 3. So just to test this out, if I put 1 is less than or equal to 3, that would be true. So I'm going to darken in the side that has 1 on it. And again, I'm going to darken in that arrow. So this lesson is all about putting together what we've learned so far and providing all the steps. So would you please continue and finish the rest of these inequalities on your own. Thank you.